Well, there's Marxism, then there's Marxist political warfare. I need to clarify this. I tagged on Marxist onto political warfare. This is a 300-page dissertation declassified out of the Department of Defense on political warfare, or what's called Soviet political warfare. The KGB designed it back in the 30s. And now we'll just move right through this. Marxism is a study of Marxist ideology to basically move socialism to communism. Political warfare is an actual strategy. It's an asymmetric, unconventional type of warfare that's been used before, and I'm going to explain that. Right now, here in this country, it is going on in full scale. Let's go back just a little bit. Back in the 60s, John F. Kennedy, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, okay, he actually kicked the Soviet Union out of Cuba and basically sent them back across the Atlantic with missiles in tow and their tail between their legs. Now you have a person like Khrushchev and these other guys, they're not going to take that sitting down. He knew the ramification of his decisions, and he was assassinated for it. But more importantly, before he was assassinated, he and the intelligence community and the military apparatus within our country began a political warfare campaign on the Soviet Union. How do I know that? Because a gentleman from Lithuania and Latvia, two different gentlemen, actually said, Hugo, what in the heck are you doing? Because I had a sign on the back of my truck displaying my book. And he said, you're going to get shot and you're going to get killed. And I said, well, hopefully I'm going to be all right. He says, if we were to do that back in Lithuania and Latvia in the 80s when I was there, he said, we would have been killed. He says the same thing that's happening here in this country right now today happened in the 80s when I was there as a young man, before actually the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991. He says we saw dismantling of the statues, the political war, everything that you saw back then is happening right now here in this country.
And see, I believe that we did face a color revolution. I believe that we're still in the midst of it.